We talked about in a video yesterday about the villainous nature of CJ Gardner-Johnson and the Detroit Lions. And it all started with our general manager, Brad Holmes. And I got to say, Detroit Lions, we're still waiting on that merchandise. So if you could get moving, Lions logo, villain across the front, I'm sure we would all cop one of those. So get on that, okay? But last night, we made a video about CJ Gardner-Johnson wearing a ski mask, embracing his inner villain and what the Detroit Lions are and have become, and that he wanted fans to wear ski masks. Well, all I've seen on Twitter over the past 12 hours is that they're sold out. Now, I did go to Amazon and see if they were indeed sold out, but certain vendors were selling out within hours of CJ Gardner-Johnson's interview with the media about the blue ski mask. And I think he put out a tweet as well. This is unbelievable. It's been so long since our team has been good. And in my honest opinion, I know this team doesn't have the same background, the same history as the previous teams, but this team feels different than 2011. It feels different from 2014. It feels different from 2016. 2014 was the closest we came to our glory days of the 90s. I feel like this team is different. Everything about this team is different and it is. The fan base is different. SOL, which had been around for decades, is slowly working itself out. It's not gone yet. I've seen your comments in the comment section. A few of y'all, most of y'all are sold, but a few of y'all is like, I got to wait and see. There's a certain point that you'll get to that you'll see. But for the most part, the SOL is gone. We have new Sheila took over for Martha, and she has taken over. We don't hear sell the team. Remember we talked about how y'all would feel if we sold the team? Don't always wish something, because if you wish something, if the team was sold, how quickly it may be moved out of Detroit, right? So those days are gone. With the disappearance of sell the team, I think SOL is right behind it. And for me, it's gone. But CJ Gardner-Johnson, the anticipation for this game is ridiculous. It's so high that you have people asking for tickets from the Detroit Lions on Twitter. You have one ticket selling for $700. I'm sure it's going to be standing room only. When I checked a few weeks ago, they were $150. This is before the season started. It was $150, and I thought that was pretty steep, right? So CJ Gardner-Johnson, the Detroit Lions fan base is paying attention. Now, I wanted to show you real quick what kind of mask CJ Gardner-Johnson is probably referring to. It would be this one right here, but I'm sure people would probably buy any of those. But this is the one that everybody's looking for. Let me see if they have any. Click on it, and they do. $4.99. If you add it to the cart, fastest delivery is between now or September 15th, which is Friday, and the 21st. But this is a vendor right here that does have it in blue. But they were selling out like hotcakes. And it's crazy to think at how that one tweet, that one statement about what to expect when you went to Detroit is got certain vendors to sell out of blue ski mask. It's insane. It's insane. It just tells you about the excitement for this team, that now we're listening to the players. We're listening, hanging on every word. I remember back in the COVID year, when there was no stands, no fans in the stands, you could take a picture of yourself and you could send that picture in, and for $150, you could get a cardboard cutout of yourself that would sit at home games. At the end of the season, they would mail it to you. I don't know if you had to pay for shipping. I think you might have. But they would mail you this cardboard cutout of yourself. And I thought that was ridiculous. I'm just like, why? But also the product on the field. The product on the field in 2020, we were coming off a 3-12-1 season. Matthew Stafford's broke back. Matt Patricia's second year. It was just miserable. It was miserable. But now everything is changing. And I know you feel it too. You feel that everything is different. I remember I went to Chick-fil-A and I had on my Lion shirt. And so the dude, I think he's the manager there, he was like, I've been seeing a lot of, what was this, Saturday? So 2 days after the game, I've been seeing a lot of Lion stuff here. And I said, no, man, I was at the game. Like, no, man, I'm not one of those, right? So it's just, you can tell things are different. And I know the SOLers, I know the SOL in you is somewhere down there. Some people still have it. It's a little burning ember in the pit of your stomach, and you can't wait to pour some gasoline on it. And for some of us, for me personally, it's been completely extinguished. There's a lot of reasons that I have moved past SOL, when I can assure you that the 2020 season, I was full SOL, 100%. And somebody put it in the comment section too of my SOL video, is that when Stafford was traded, that was the end of SOL. And I feel like it was when Dan Campbell, I feel like it was when Sheila took over, she got the right people in place. But I think if you can say that all of that is in the same kind of category, from the Sheila taking over to Matthew Stafford getting traded, all of that goes under the same. You got Brad being hired. Dan Campbell was hired first. The fact that these two guys get along. So our team, and I said this to you in a video earlier this week, embrace this. Learn what it feels like. I've been watching this team for 30 years, right? This is different. I know we got to get away from the past. And for us, it's hard. One of 4 teams to never appear in a Super Bowl. But there are like 12 or 13 that's never won it, right? The Minnesota Vikings are in there. Embrace this. Embrace it, because things have changed. And this whole ski mask thing is one, I've never seen a fan base so excited. I think right now we're more excited than we were in 2014. I think just overall, we're just more excited. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Ski mask. Did you get yours? Are you going to the game? And if you're not going to the game, maybe you can't afford it. Maybe something came up, and I'll keep pushing this. Consider coming to the live stream. Watch party will be held Sunday the 17th. I'll probably get there about 11, but you don't have to come that early. You don't get there till 12. But at Uno's Pizzeria, everything is in the description. I'll make it the pinned comment. We have 30 tickets sold. We have 20 left. All right. So consider coming, hanging with me and some other Lions fans if you can't get down to the stadium. I think if I do this again, I might do it at a away game. That way, you'll have kind of nowhere else to go. Right. So anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I might get one and wear it during the video. I might just do that.